Meanwhile, I'm going, fucking hell, Thomas has got shit in his hair. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, Thomas isn't suffering. I am. Yeah. I'm going through some mild inconvenience from smearing, which is a nightmare. Yeah. But that doesn't compare.
Hello, mate.
Hello, mate, how are you?
I'm very well. How are you?
I'm all right, mate.
Good. So, what are we going to talk about?
Robbie Williams is autistic.
Angels. Yeah, absolutely. So that came out, didn't it, this week?
Yeah.
52.
52 years old.
Late diagnosis.
And he's got a little bit of autism.
He's got a little bit of autism.
Just a touch. Little bit. Just a sprinkling of autism.
What else did he say? The diagnosis explains a lot.
Yeah.
Or explains so much.
Yeah. He didn't go into specifics about what he means, though, does he?
No, he didn't. But I think you mentioned kind of, is it ADHD and Tourette's in there?
Yeah.
Obviously, Tourette's can be many things, can't it? It's not just...
I didn't hear about the Tourette's bit.
Yeah, I think Tourette's was mentioned, but... Yeah,
so I'm just going to have a sip of my son's fruit shoot.
Yep, our new sponsor. But yeah, it's one of those things that comes out later in life, isn't it?
Yeah, 52.
52.
I wonder what made him decide to get a diagnosis or investigate whatever it is that led to a diagnosis.
Do you know what? I was thinking this as well. Because I always said, like, if it was me, would there be any point in doing it? But I suppose if you've grown up with it and you've always got questions in the back of your mind, there might come a stage where you just go, do you know what? I just want a couple of answers.
Yeah.
Like, why do I always try so hard to fit into groups? I say groups, like, take that. Why do I try so hard to fit into that?
Why do I always try to fit into boy bands?
Where is Gary Barlow so mean to me? But I just think, like, later on in life, do you get to that stage where you just start looking inwardly and just want answers?
Yeah, especially if you have been masking.
Yeah.
For that many years. I mean, we know a lot of people that have gone and got a diagnosis because they've seen their kids, for example. That happens a lot, doesn't it? People see their kids and they see themselves in their kids.
Yeah. We've had many parents say, "Oh my God, I'm just going through the process with my kid, and I've just realised they're a mirror of me."
Yeah.
So yeah, it's very interesting that he's decided to do that. But I think it's a good thing.
Yeah, for him.
For him,
it's a great thing. I mean, I don't know if it's gonna. I mean, it's upset quite a few people. I totally understand why. Like some of the stuff he said, got a little bit of autism. Obviously, that rubs people up the wrong way straight away.
Yeah, but then you got to give him a bit of credit, haven't you? You got to give, not credit, a bit of leeway. We've been on this journey, Lydia's 5.
Yeah.
I've probably been on it best part of 4 years.
Yeah.
You've been on, probably 5, 6 years?
6 years, yeah.
6 years on it, and we always say we've learnt a lot, but we're still learning every day.
Yeah, I mean, even when you say like profound autism,
yeah,
that can still upset people. I'm still learning. No one goes out of their way to try and upset people, but he's literally just found out, and he's probably quite chuffed.
Yeah,
that he's kind of got some answers. And he said he's a little bit autistic, but again, like saying, if someone who's just come into this, we were saying earlier, someone that's just come into this realm of autism, if you consider, from what his little bit of knowledge is, as very autistic, being children like Thomas and Lydia, then I can understand why he would look at that and go, okay, well, I'm a little bit of that.
Yeah, I'm not trying to take away from the struggles they're going through.
No, I think that's what he's saying.
But I can see some similarities in maybe, I don't know, social situations.
Yeah.
Let's go with that.
Yeah.
Social situations. Again, we don't know things like, are there sensory difficulties?
We don't know.
We don't know, do we? Is there a particular item of clothing that he can't wear? We don't know things like that. Again, does he have, intense interest, shall we say?
Yeah.
Is that a thing that he has?
He went chasing UFOs in America for a while.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, another thing that's associated with people that sometimes are successful is that hyperfocus.
Yeah. Which can be incredibly useful.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, you mentioned masking, and then there's obviously burnout that comes with masking. I think he has mentioned burnout previously during his career as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think it's... At the end of the day, he's entitled to get himself a diagnosis. I don't think he's going out there to kind of claim any plaudits for it. He's just announced, this is something that's happened in my life.
Yeah, and you can imagine any kind of lashback that he's seen from any comments based on his comments about a little bit of autism, and what was the other one he said? now I've got an excuse for when I'm a little bit weird or whatever else he said.
Yeah.
Again, he's probably said that like tongue in cheek a little bit. He's probably a bit shocked at the backlash because he's probably like, oh shit, I didn't mean to upset anybody. I was kind of just talking about me.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. And he has been diagnosed, so there shouldn't be that strong a backlash because
part of the community now,
he's
isn't he?
part of the community. We're not supposed to divide and conquer the community, are we?
No.
And at the same time, there's been countless times in my life where I've announced something or I'm going through something difficult, and we do it on the podcast, bloody hell. It even says that. We turn to humour.
Yeah.
We turn to humour to deliver news sometimes, which can be uncomfortable. And Robbie, throughout his whole life...
That's all he's ever done.
He's always been the Joker, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He was a Joker out of Take That. He was a Joker afterwards. He was always, the clown.
Yeah.
And that's why people kind of liked him, or sometimes, chalk and cheese disliked him.
Entertaining, isn't he?
So, yeah, it's going to be an interesting path that he's going to have to kind of walk down if he wants to.
I was going to say, or it might not be.
Not everybody wants to be...
there's so many people that have been and got a diagnosis. They got it. It's made them feel a little bit better, but they literally don't do anything different. They just internally, they've just got a little bit of security because they know they have an answer to the why.
It's just a part of his life, isn't it? It doesn't need to be policed by absolutely everybody else.
And he probably won't talk about it again.
Yeah, absolutely. We probably won't after this, but just stating the obvious, obviously clinically you cannot just have a bit of autism.
No, you can't.
We absolutely recognise that.
Yeah.
And saying that everybody is a little bit autistic. Interesting.
Oh yeah. Again, if anyone that says, and I probably might have been guilty of this, kind of just through ignorance. If you don't understand autism, and I still don't understand autism really, you can understand why people would say, "Oh, we've all got this."
Yeah, but I said it.
You don't know what autism is.
Before Lydia was even around, I remember conversations where everybody would say things like, it just became one of those like folklore where you'd hear something everybody's on the spectrum somewhere, or we're all a little bit autistic. Yeah, naivety beforehand, I would have probably said something similar. So I'd cut him some slack on that. Just give him a little bit of grace with that language. Yeah. I think that's the best thing. Yeah. Particularly when they're still making sense of it.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't think that that changes anything.
But it does kind of raise the other question, which came up, I think, a week ago, 2 weeks ago. In fact, it keeps coming up. Is autism as a label? Again, I'm calling it a label. People might be upset that I call it a label. Is autism, is it now losing its meaning because we rabbit on about it all the time, how the spectrum is so vast?
Definition of autism has become so broad.
When you just say autism, no one actually knows what that means anymore, because are you talking about Robbie Williams or are you talking about Lydia?
Yeah, it's almost like an umbrella, isn't it? It's an umbrella that covers everybody, from successful individuals like Robbie Williams to
Lydia or Thomas, or
Lydia Thomas, who profoundly autistic, non-verbal, attending a specialist educational setting. Autism covers absolutely everybody, and that throws up the debate constantly. Is, particularly in the UK, should we start to break that down into different levels? And I think it was Dame Uta Frith that brought up the conversation recently. Yeah,
well, she's actually done a lot of work to help drive the conversation around autism. And I think now she's kind of going, we need to pump the brakes a little bit because it's kind of losing its meaning. I know she has said some quite controversial stuff recently as well. But how do you feel? Like, what's your feeling on it? Like, as far as your personal situation with Lydia?
My personal situation with Lydia, I think maybe it's a risky one, because I think when I mention autism or Lydia's needs, I feel sometimes I have to explain that she's not Robbie Williams.
Yeah.
She's not Elon Musk.
No.
She's 5 years old, non-verbal, struggling to use Makaton picture cards.
Yeah.
will walk in front of a car on the road with no awareness, will open the door and elope. And then along that, all the other things that are thrown into the mix, the lack of sleep, the crazy kind of relationship with food.
It's like filling in your EHCP again. You're repeating all the bad stuff and all the negative
It'd be
things.
easier for me just to be able to have a QR code and just say, just scan this.
Yeah.
And that'll explain who she is.
Yeah.
But I completely understand that even if you're classed as, a send-betweener, you're going to a mainstream school, you're having additional support, you are still going through, and the family is still going through struggles.
Yeah.
It doesn't automatically take the struggles away. Your struggles are very, very real, very, very difficult as a family to navigate. They're just different struggles to what we have.
Yeah.
But we're still collectively having to work the system, go through EHCPs, always talk about what our children can't do to try and get them the support they need. What the support looks like is obviously tailored to each individual child. So I get the understanding that for yourself and I, if they changed it, it couldn't be used against our children.
No.
And I think there's
because they are firmly in the level 3.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially setting the lot. You know what I mean? But I can understand that. For me, if Lydia was a send-betweener, I would have a little bit of fear.
Yeah.
I'd have a little bit of fear is that, why do you want to do this now? Yeah. And once you've got that kind of mechanism in place with, these are the gradings for level 1, let's say it's level 1 to level 3, like I think they still use in America, or did use in America.
I think they do. They still communicate when they message us. They still say level 2,
I don't know if that's an insurance-based
it could be,
thing.
Yeah.
But say like level 1 is it's high functioning, level 2 is in the middle, and level 3 is where our children are at. I would fear that if they put the mechanism in place that these are the guidelines for level 1, level 2, level 3. If I had a level 1 child, I'd be like, where are you going to go with this?
Yeah.
Is our level 1 support means it's going to get reduced?
Yeah.
Are you then going to use it for things like assessments when it comes to DLA, or you're a level 1? You're not entitled to X, Y, and Z.
Well, I think I'm a level 2. I think I'm at the bottom end of level 2. You're not. You're actually high end of level 1.
But this is it, yeah. So if you start then going, well, the support for level 1 is this, level 2 is this, and obviously level 3 is this.
Yeah.
The financial support you'll get as well, and the assistance you'll get from the system is going to be this.
Yeah.
You will then have families go, well, I'm on the cusp of level 2. I need that support. And I can understand where the fear would come.
Yeah, because you could potentially have a level 2 that still has high mobility needs.
Yeah.
But high mobility needs are only available in level 3. Where Thomas actually doesn't need that. He's medium. He doesn't need high.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I totally get it. And anytime I think I would like it, it's purely from a selfish point of view because I want Thomas to be recognised for his issues, and actually I see selfishly because I don't like repeating all of the things he can't do all the time.
Yeah.
Like in a public setting, if any, like when I first started my job and my manager, I'd said, oh, my son's autistic. I then, like with anybody, I'm like, he can't do this, because autism doesn't on its own doesn't mean anything to a lot of people.
You can have a child that's got fluent speech but severe sensory issues.
Yeah.
So okay, all right, that's great there, but that's difficult there.
Yeah.
You can have a child that is strong academically.
Yeah.
But socially, absolutely.
Massive sensory issues.
Yeah, awkward. Would not be able to have that kind of independent living capacity.
No.
But academically superb. It's how do you then go about kind of creating these pockets to put these children in?
Yeah.
I think that's where the difficulty would be, and then it's like essentially what we would then be saying is you've got severe autism, mild autism.
Yeah.
Everything
even that language is like
no, that language
mild autism. Like, what does that mean?
But then you've got mild autism. Yeah, we call it mild autism.
Yeah.
But then the struggles for those parents are exactly the same. So you can imagine going, well, what are you moaning about? You've only got a child that's got mild autism, and you're here all the time trying to dictate to the local authority, or you're going into school. You know that a lot of parents fear about being seen as a neurotic parent because they're constantly trying to champion their kid against the system. People will just turn around, or could turn around and just go, You're mild autism.
And
you're just trying to play the system now.
Yeah, and it doesn't equate to the level of suffering that's happening either. So, like, you could have a level 3, but like, I'm just using this language. Right, this is why I do like it, because we can easily describe what we're talking about without having to talk about, abilities and needs. So, like, you could have a level 3 who has very high needs, but because they're getting the support, they are suffering a lot less than a level 1 or a level 2 who's not necessarily getting the support they need. So yes, Thomas might have higher support needs, but he's not suffering at the same level as a SEN betweener might be, because they're masking and no one believes that they're actually having any issues, because at school they're absolutely fine, and then they come home and they absolutely blow a lid.
Yeah.
Like, it's all relative. And internally, if you would like, you use the word mild, I know that was just you using the word, but if you were to say to someone who's like level 2, seems high functioning, you've got mild autism, they'd be like, who the fuck are you to tell me that how I'm feeling is mild?
Yeah.
Like, I'm fucking losing my mind in here, and you're labelling me as having mild autism or level 1 autism.
And then we would just expect them to get on with things and just naturally fit into the world.
Yeah.
That still is very difficult to fit in it if you have any form of autism.
Yeah, I think when I'm thinking about it selfishly, I mean, I would like some kind of levels, but then when I think about the other children and the other parents, I'm like, yeah, maybe I just carry on describing in detail what Thomas can't do, because
yeah, no, I get it. And I think, like, the word profound, we use that quite a lot. I think we've used severe and profound, and I think people
I said severe about a year ago,
get their knickers in a twist about the word that you're supposed to use. But say we use profound, like they use the word profound autism, it then starts to make those individuals visible. So these are the ones that are going to be requiring lifelong care, which then can obviously change policy. So at the moment, a lot of policy is, how can we get children with autism ready for employment? How can we get them into the workplace? Let's make workplace adjustments. But then sometimes I look at that going, well, that's great for those SEN-betweeners or those children that are, or families that are going to make it. But then that policy doesn't really help me, Lydia, you, Thomas, anybody else that's got a child with profound needs, centered around autism. So then again, like, if we separate it, are we then right? Okay, we could have more influence on that policy. But then does that start to? But
again, you look at you
fragment the actual community, because then I'm going, I'll look at you with your level 1 autism taking money out of the pot where it should be for level 3 children. Do you know what I mean?
And we're also talking. We're making assumptions, understandably so, about level 3 children, and them being in work not being possible. But then we went down to London, and what we saw with Ambitious About Autism, like some of the stuff those kids are doing down there, and some of those kids, I say they're not kids, they're like young adults. I could see Thomas potentially being there. He's 7, but you don't know what's going to happen to your puberty. He's crazy. Like, you just don't know what's going to happen or where he's going to go. Same for Lydia. I mean, Lydia. We had some good news, didn't we, over the weekend? Sorry, mate.
We did.
Quick one,
Lydia's mum sent me a message saying Lydia grabbed her trainers, brought them to her, and said, "Daddy."
There you
go. Which she's never said it before, and then she carried on doing it.
She carried on?
Yeah, she carried on doing it a couple of times, and then Sneha was like, well, I need to distract her because
we're not going.
It's not Daddy's day today. But that was like a breakthrough. Great of her mum to share that with us and let us know. But that's just a nice little breakthrough. But again, that goes back to, we don't know what the future is. But then if you start categorising the children, are we then also fixing a prediction on what they're going to be like?
Potentially,
it's so difficult. Like, oh, you're level 3, we'll just support you for the lifelong care, but you're never going to achieve anything. That's the government policy. Level 2, we'll work on you because we might be able to get you into level 1. Level 1, we're going to get you into employment.
You've got no excuses. You're only
you need to become
autistic.
a taxpayer to pay for those horrible children at level 3. And the merry-go-round continues. So there's no kind of, this is it, there's no... Level 3 can become level 2, level 2 can become level 1. Level 1 can become level 3 one day. We don't know. So it's trying to get that universal line in between them.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to be responsible for that, because I suppose effectively what you're trying to do, or what you would be doing, is creating a hierarchy.
Yeah, and creating friction.
It's like, I'm not going to support that policy because it doesn't affect me.
Yeah.
Or it may have a negative influence on my child who's level 2.
Yeah, so it gets...
And then do we splinter off and go, the autism level 3 dadcast?
Yeah, just for level 3s.
Just for level 3s.
How autistic is your child? I was trying to find some stuff on that dame. She said something super controversial. I remember, like, some of the things she says. I'm like, yeah, do you know what? I can see where you're coming from. What did she say? She said the spectrum had widened to the point of collapse, and per one account described the spectrum concept as effectively meaningless. Most pointedly, at your listener.
Yeah, I can get that. I can get that. It's, but that's like, is it too broad now? Is it encapsulating too many people to be effective?
This is what it was. This was it. She characterised that later diagnosed group as mainly adolescents and mainly women, suggesting many of them may have real difficulties better understood and treated outside of the autism label. So kind of make an assumption that they're just going for the autism, getting that, and kind of saying, yeah, but they might not be autistic. And it's like, but if they've got a diagnosis of autism, you can't say that. Well, you can. You can say what you like.
It's difficult, isn't it? I know people that have done it later on in life and got ADHD diagnoses. But yeah, I suppose this goes back to the other question about private clinics. And if you're paying that sort of money,
and I understand,
and you know the right things to say, and you want that label, then there might be individuals out there that can get a diagnosis because you can say the right things.
Yeah, and again, private businesses, there's going to be a financial incentive there to give the client what the client wants. Yes. I would assume,
yeah. If I had 10 people coming to me and all paying £3,000 each,
and they're all coming for an autism diagnosis, and I give none of them what they want because I don't think they're autistic.
Yeah,
I'm not getting any referrals.
But if they come in, they're able just that period they're on my books.
Yeah.
Show the characteristics of it.
Yeah.
And I take their real world view and experiences into account.
Yeah.
Who am I then to say you're a liar?
No, well, yeah, exactly.
I'll say, well, you fit the category and everything that
I'd be interested to know, what the percentage of refusals to give an autism diagnosis on a private clinic.
I bet
they don't
stats there.
I don't track that.
I would imagine there's not very many.
They probably wouldn't give it out either.
Consultants that would like to come out and say, we do that all the time.
Oh yeah,
we just take the money and we just give false diagnoses.
We give everybody what they want.
But this is the difficulty because it's not something you can have an MRI or a scan or a blood test and it will just confirm that you're autistic. But I suppose the other way is should the diagnosis of autism just be the starting point? So, right, yes, you're autistic,
right,
but now we need to look at things such as your communication method, your sensory needs,
right.
Your personal care needs, safety awareness, the daily support you have, your strengths and interests. Should that then be used as the way to...
Well, like subcategorize almost.
To subcategorize
right.
it.
Yeah.
Rather than...
Yeah, it's tough. It is. I mean, one thing is true. A lot more people are getting diagnosed. Not because autism is necessarily on the increase, but there's a lot more people in this category now. A lot more.
Yeah. I heard somebody say the other day, and I can't remember who it was now, something like, would a support passport be something that could be done? So rather than argue about which autism label to use, it just kind of dictates what their needs are. And I don't know if that links into things like digital ID.
Oh, yeah, I was just thinking that.
Yeah.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah, for all the reasons I don't like digital ID, I do quite like the idea that Thomas could easily be, read on everything that he needs and can't do. Like a scan of a QR code.
Yeah.
Like I quite like the idea of that. But yeah, it's a tough one, isn't it? It is a tough one.
And that does broad diagnosis take resources away from those that need it greater, shall we say?
It's going to. I mean, the more people being diagnosed, the more support they're getting, it's more money. It just is. I mean, the more people you get diagnosed, the more people that are going to specialist schools or not going to specialist schools because there's no room, so they're going to I'm still waiting to see how they do all that with the mainstream schools. That's going to be interesting.
Again,
so
things like DLA payments, isn't it?
Yeah. Just think.
The process of EHCPs, the reviews, the number of staff used.
How are they still not digitised this?
I have no idea.
It's crazy.
It's everywhere. Just seems still. It must be the only part of government that is still backwards.
It's mental.
Everything else, like you want a new passport, jump online. You can do it there.
Yeah. Driving license, jump on there.
Jump online. It's all
TV
linked.
license, do it on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You even have an NHS app, don't you?
Yeah.
All
I'm pretty sure even universal credit you do online.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah, you do. I'm pretty sure you do universal credit online.
So everything's done online.
Everything's done online except
this is still
EHCPs.
paper-based.
Yeah. Yeah, weird.
Yeah, it's an area.
Or is it weird? Or is it?
It's an area which costs the government a lot of money. You'd think they'd streamline it.
You'd think so, wouldn't you?
Or maybe they want it to be a difficult process.
Yeah.
That's another conversation.
Oh, yeah.
But you just think, like, you know, the number of children that are going to speech and language therapists, to the paediatric consultants, to all the other nuances in between.
Yeah.
You could have somebody that's at speech and language has seen somebody that's a level 1, where the level 3s can't get there in their local authority or their local kind of postcode lottery that we play.
Yeah.
Already, just having this conversation, I'm thinking, oh, you're taking money away from my child who needs it more.
Yeah, well.
So it's easily done. But that's the problem. The enemy isn't another autistic person.
It's not.
It's not another autistic family.
It's not.
But you can see just literally just us talking about it for 15 minutes.
You thoughts pop in your head.
Thoughts start to pop into your head. And all it takes is Lydia to not get an appointment, or for us to get another letter saying, unfortunately, like a diagnosis, unfortunately, she's going to be delayed like 5 months or 6 months or whatever it was before she can get it because of the backlog. Yeah. You can imagine if you're up against it and there's systems in place where everything's categorised into different levels, you'd be like, it's those guys, isn't it? Yeah. It's those guys. They don't need it.
Yeah, meanwhile...
Just one bad day and you just go off on it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's... the National Autistic Society, they did a response to Demuta Frith. Research consistently shows that people are seeking an autism assessment and being diagnosed because of increased awareness and understanding of autism. Research in subtyping autism is growing. However, these ideas remain entirely theoretical. They currently have no clinical value, diagnostic relevance, or practical application. I actually agree with that. Like I said before, my reason for wanting it is more of a personal...
Yeah.
You know, I just want... I want to be able to communicate Thomas's needs without explaining them all. So I get that, yeah. And as far as, you know, any practical needs, well, that's kind of the stuff you were saying before. Like, if you start shoehorning people into these groups and then support, the amount of support each groups get is different. Like, yeah, you're in a world of hurt potentially. And we don't get it right now. So you can imagine what it'd be like then.
No. And again, you know, I don't know if splitting the diagnosis is the right way to go.
No.
With this, but I also think like pretending that the current label is working absolutely fine is also wrong.
Like Asperger's was a thing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Why did they get rid of Asperger's? It was something to do with
I don't think he was a very nice person.
Wasn't
Dr. Asperger's.
Something to do? Yeah, wasn't it something to do with the Nazis?
I think he was. A prolific doctor during Nazi Germany.
Asperger's.
And that came out, and then everyone dropped the term straight away.
Yeah.
It's like the German Shepherd became an Alsatian during the Second World War, didn't it? So.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's folded into a single broad category of autism spectrum disorder. Opinions on this change are mixed on platforms like Reddit. Well, there's lots of conversations on Reddit, as some people feel it hurts personal identity and specific support cases access, while others view the unified spectrum as more of an accurate reflection of how autism represents. Yeah, but the thing is, that was, if you had Asperger's, you probably didn't need any support. It was just the label, I think. Anyone correct me if I'm wrong. So it wasn't like having that label was a risk to support.
No. No. I think, like, straightforward question. Does autism tell you enough about the person?
No.
That's it.
Yeah. It doesn't.
It doesn't.
It doesn't. But who are we telling? Just fucking Joe Bloggs who I just bump into.
Yeah.
If I say my son's autistic, no, it doesn't tell them enough about my son.
It's only if you're in that
But in
community.
a clinical setting, they know what they need to know because it's all on there.
But even if if I met a paediatric consultant for the first time, I was on holiday, and I go, oh yeah, I've got a daughter, Lydia, she's autistic. Yeah. They still wouldn't know what level, or what her needs are,
that means,
or what challenges.
You have to go through and tell them.
I would have to go through.
Yeah, the only people that do know have got notes because they've obviously been keeping notes in the NHS since John was born. But
and
that's
if now I say to, again, if it was an outsider, I go, she's got profound autism. I don't know if they'd still understand what that meant.
No, I mean, profound autism might make people think of Elon Musk.
Yes.
It might make someone go, oh, wow, they're like super autistic and inappropriate in public situations. Oh, cool. No, still not that kind of autism. So, yeah, even profound doesn't it? Now, if you said severe, that would.
Yeah.
Because that language has a negative connotation to it.
Severe is like, oh my God.
If you were to say, oh, severely autistic, they would be like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
But we don't use that.
No. No. And
maybe
then
I will.
Does, going back to Robbie Williams, celebrities getting their diagnosis, does that unintentionally push profound autism out of the view?
How do you mean?
Like, does that then go...
I see what you mean.
Do you know what? Oh, yeah, there's another person that's autistic that I can relate to who's famous.
That's the thing.
That's autism.
Yeah, that's the problem, you see. That's why it's an issue.
And that's not Robbie's fault.
No, of course it's not.
That's because he's come out and said it and the media's gone, oh.
Yeah.
Or the community's gone, oh, he said the wrong things. Yeah. You're not allowed to say that.
No.
But he hasn't had time to understand the rules of the autism community police that are out there who
the
get
autism
offended
community police
very, very quickly if you use the wrong word.
Yeah.
Or if you describe your own child but use the wrong word. To those people, fuck off.
My child.
I'll describe it as I want.
Yeah,
no problem at all.
Right.
I'm still the one cleaning shit up and trying to feed her and everything else like that. So if I use the wrong word, fuck yourself.
Yeah.
But do you see what I mean? Does that kind of push it a little bit where we start to go,
you identify the more and more people
it's easy, and then you have the backlash with the media. We saw during the white paper about the reason we don't get our bins collected, the reason there's potholes is because of all those autistic children getting taxis, when I've just seen Robbie Williams, he's living his life just fine, while his parents putting him in. It's like, wait a minute, let's peel back the layers a little bit and actually try and understand it.
And that's why it bothers me. That's the only reason it bothers me. It bothers me because of how it affects my situation with Thomas. But that doesn't help the people that could potentially lose access to care and support that they need by using the labels. So it's, I see both sides of it. Selfishly, I'd like them, but the negative effect on others is probably worse than the positive effect me and Thomas would get from it.
Yeah.
So, on balance.
That's the thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
But we should still be capable of caring for both without pretending their needs are the same. I think that's
the
it,
other
isn't
thing.
it?
Yeah, they are. I mean, like today, Thomas had shit in his hair.
Yeah.
Like, you heard, like, Mish is like, oh my God! And you oh my God! You're like, okay, something bad's happened.
Yeah.
He was covered in it, it was in his hair, and you're like, yeah, that's profound autism.
Yeah.
Now, it's all relative. We all go through different stuff, and like I said before, people that are semi-betweeners who aren't as profoundly autistic, they potentially suffer more because they're not getting the support they need because people aren't believing them or whatever, and they think the parents are neurotic. However, we're just dealing with different stuff. And there is a difference between a child that does one thing and a child that has to mask. But again, we need to be able to identify that they're all still in that spectrum and they all still need the support that they need. And no one should be losing support over another child. I mean, it's so hard. 'Cause like you think the community, like the Discord, like a lot of those children, a lot of the horror stories I hear are actually from the Semi-Betweeners.
Yeah.
Because they're teenagers and they are really suffering. Meanwhile, I'm going, fucking hell, Thomas has got shit in his hair. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, Thomas isn't suffering. I am. Yeah. I'm going through some mild inconvenience from smearing, which is a nightmare. Yeah. But that doesn't compare to someone who's
and we've had parents
suicidal.
Yeah, exactly what I was going to say. We've had parents contact us about their children that are in mainstream schools, that the social aspect of it, of trying to fit in, to develop friendship groups, to cope with the way lessons are structured, have come home going, I don't want to be here anymore. Yeah. I don't think I will ever fit in this world.
Yeah.
What's the point of me trying? And, and then parents are having to deal with the worry of, Jesus Christ, my child might do something horrific.
Yeah.
Where, like you say, they could be classed as level 1.
Yeah.
And then, because ours are profound.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, we'll wrap them up in support. Yeah, we'll still get pissed off at the service and everything else. Like, oh, this could have been better. But there are fantastic people that work there that make things easier.
Yeah.
We get kind of pissed off at the government side of things, the machine that works it, not the individuals who are doing fantastic work. But you start thinking, like we said before, like going through the EHCP process was easier because the needs are so obvious.
So high. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's most of the things Thomas goes through because of his autism. Most of them affect me.
Yes.
And my life and Mish's life, and he's happy. Yes, he has his meltdowns and stuff like that, but normally it's because we fucked up.
Yeah.
Normally it's because we haven't seen something coming, or we haven't communicated something properly to him that we could have done a better job of.
Not updated the board.
Exactly. Not updated the fucking board.
Yeah.
Normally that's on us, but for these level one kids that are really going through it, their parents, it's not their parents' fault. Their parents they don't know what to do. No. They haven't fucked up. Their kid's just living in a world that isn't fucking built for them.
And those are the ones that are really trying to get like a round peg into a square hole.
Oh, yeah.
In terms of what society's like and trying to make their child fit. Well, there's probably a lot less expectation on us and our children.
There is. A good example
to
today. That. Mish went to Aldi today. In fact, I think she sent me a text message on it. She went to Aldi today and it was like super busy. Like we pulled up outside the car park and it was just rammed. I was getting picked up from there. And you could tell she was like, oh, shit. Like, how's this going to go? I don't know why it was so busy. And she was dreading it because last time we went there, he was like stimming like a lunatic. Like, just happy, but just stimming real loud and everyone looking. So this time it was completely different. He was holding his home communication card. He dropped it while he was choosing some oranges and then quickly launched the oranges on the floor. And then a woman quickly noticed the card and passed it back to him, and he had a big smile. And she had a big smile on her face. So Mish was like, "Huh, that's kind of cool." Carried on shopping for around 10 minutes. Then she came running over and passed me back the card. She said, "I saw it face down on the floor and saw the Velcro dot and knew straight away that it was something you were going to need."
Yeah.
Which I did because she said she was going home. And then when they got to the till and they were scanning stuff through, the lady at the till, she was hovering. It was like one of the staff that works there. She was hovering around, kind of making small talk with everyone else. And Thomas was holding a big tray of like fruit shoots, like what I've just been drinking, holding it on his lap. And you know what it's like going through tills with kids. They don't understand.
Yes, you have to
go
in there
let
to pay.
It stay on the scales, so we can pay for it, and then you can take it. She came over, and she basically scanned them through, but then used a little key fob thing, and she said, what did she say? Do you want to scan them and then pass them straight back to him so he doesn't get upset? So she saw there's something going on with this kid and these fruit shoots, so she was like, listen, scan it through, I'll key fob it,
Yeah, we'll rebalance the scales so it doesn't.
We'll tear the scales and we'll get them back.
So you can carry on scanning things, and Thomas has got his fruit shoots.
To your point,
yeah.
A profoundly autistic child, there is now starting to be recognition from the public of what might be because they've got a grandson or something like that, or whatever, we don't know. But it's obvious again. Now, if a child is a level, again, I keep saying level 1 just so that people understand what we're talking about, which is the benefit of this.
Yes, so mild.
And mildly, okay. Fucking mild.
We're not saying what mild is. We're just saying it for the.
Yes, let's just, for argument's sake.
We know real life is completely different.
Exactly.
Let's put that out there.
Someone that's level 1, mild autistic, it's not obvious, and they're having a real, let's say they're having an anxiety attack or something like that, or the equivalent of a meltdown. The support isn't necessarily going to be there because people are going to be like, get a fucking grip. Or even like if it's a teenager and they're having a meltdown. But like a 15-year-old.
Yeah, and they could be able to go to the shops by themselves.
Yeah.
And not need parents with them.
Yeah.
Like a normal 15-year-old. And then just happen.
Yeah.
But they wouldn't have the same level of empathy or understanding.
You wouldn't necessarily have someone coming over and saying, hey, listen, I think I know what this might be.
I got this.
You okay? Do you want some time out? Is there anything you need? Is there anything I can do for you? Is there anything I can get for you?
But
is anybody I can call?
Tell you what, kudos to that person. Was it a lady at Aldi?
Yeah.
Kudos to her.
Yeah, there was two. There was the one that just recognised the card and was like, I think I know what that's for. That's clearly important. And then gave it to Mish. Or gave it to Thomas. And then the lady at the till, I was like, that's good, that is.
Yeah.
That's good. And again, like if you don't... You can't force somebody to recognise something that they don't recognise. It's experience that makes you see things like that. So when people don't do it, you can't really knock it.
Yeah.
You only knock it when a parent says, listen, can I please do this because of this? If you then go, no, sorry, that's not procedure. You're like, well, you're a dick. Yeah. But to recognise that, I was like,
that's really good.
She must have seen something.
That's really good. The other thing that kind of worries me about if we did go down the road of splitting this up is who's in charge of splitting it up. Because ultimately the government will be in charge of that, and they'll say things like, we've got experts in to do it.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, who are these experts? What groups are they from? What political persuasion do they have? What links do they have to certain ministers?
Exactly.
All this sort of thing.
Yeah.
And you know damn well, as we've seen with the white paper fiasco, is the pennies and pounds will play a huge part in how we divide things up into a level 1, level 2, level 3.
Yep.
It's like, no, we need to push more people into level 1, don't we? Because
it's like shit.
Because that is financially
We
better.
even say, we quite brashly say that how confident we are that our kids will be firmly in level 3. We don't fucking know that.
No, we don't.
They might be bottom of level 3, barely, level 2.
They might push them into level 2.
Yeah, they don't know.
I know, I need to have a conversation with Lydia.
Thomas is, Lydia said, Daddy. Well, there you go, she's level 2 now, she's verbal.
You've put it
Thomas
out there.
is using communication. Yeah, he's level 2 now because he can communicate. I don't fucking know. To your point, we wouldn't decide the rules.
No.
Yeah.
It's like people that are they get those interviews, don't they, when they're on the Universal Credit, and there's some very clever ways that they get interviewed over the phone, isn't it? Like, how's your day been today? Yeah, not too bad. I managed to go for a walk. Oh, that must have been lovely. Yeah. Scribbling down, they can walk. They went out for a walk. They can leave the house.
Yeah.
That's it. It's like little things like that.
Yeah. Describing not describing your worst day, describing your best day, and going off your best day, which is why with the EHCP,
you've got to describe the most difficult day you experienced.
Days.
Yeah, the most difficult, challenging day that you've experienced, because that's the one that could come up again.
100%.
So it's like, if they were to do that, you know that they would be looking and running models on, if we have this many people in level 1, what's the cost of the economy? We have this level, this amount of people in level 3. It's kind of what we saw, even though it was hammered home. This has nothing to do about money.
I know, but
and it's absolute.
I hope it is. If I'm honest, I'm a taxpayer.
I don't believe it is.
I hope what you're trying to do is more efficiently spend my money. Yeah. Don't say it's not about money. I hope it is about money.
But you've got to make the service better, though.
Yeah. Exactly. Spend it better.
Yeah.
Spend the money better.
Yeah.
Nothing to do with money. You're fucking lying. All right,
yeah.
Okay. We probably hammered that to death.
Yeah. I think
so. Anyway.
But again,
no levels.
No
or
levels. just
maybe levels.
there may be some levels. Who knows? They may do nothing about it. But it'd be good to get everyone's thought on this. I'd also be really, again, we've said this before. We've had people kind of message and email us about it, but if you are living in different parts of the world and it is categorized or it is split into subsections, let us know how that works.
Yeah.
And what are your thoughts?
Or if it doesn't work.
Or if it doesn't work.
And obviously they have it in America, but America's different because it's the healthcare is insurance based, isn't it? So yeah, it might be different. It might not be a case where you don't get access to support because it's all covered by insurance.
Something may be put into place which is completely like wrong. If it is designed by, say, it's designed by insurance companies. We've all heard of BMI.
Yeah.
And again, that was originally designed by, I believe it was American insurance companies. So even though you can be 6'2", go to the gym, play rugby, eat a clean diet, once they put you on that scale and do your height, and then just look at the number that's on the scale, they go, oh, unfortunately, you're morbidly obese. And you're like, what do you mean? I run 100 meters in 10.4 seconds.
Exactly.
I'm in the gym 5 days a week. I eat a clean,
I'm
lean
just
diet.
a midget.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? It's like, well, technically, according to the insurance papers, I'm now morbidly obese, so anything that comes through. But would something similar be put out there for autism? It was like, oh, actually, you do have 5 words that you can say, and you are able to lead. You are able to lead somebody into a kitchen,
and the schools report it. Well, he did. He actually said, he said, "Daddy today."
Oh, you have attended so many lessons in mainstream school. That's very interesting, isn't it? Do you know? So it's all these things that start to,
God, it's gross, isn't it?
Have a picture, but then you'll have families trying to get their children through no fault of their own, going like, no, I believe they're genuinely level 2, not level 1.
Yeah,
I need to now be a bit frugal with the truth, or you know, or say certain things in reports to kind of push them there.
Yeah.
And then when people, that just causes division as well, doesn't it?
So even now, we know of people, we all know of people that have got autistic children, and I look at our situation, and I look at other people, and I'm like, and I'm looking at their kids, and I'm like, from an outside perspective, I'm going, how have you got a mobility car? Do you know what I mean? Like sometimes I'll be looking, I'm like, how are you getting this much? How are you getting this? How are you getting that? And it's because they're claiming for it and they're getting it, and we're not, essentially. Yeah. And if you claim for it and you get it and you're not lying,
that's what it's there for.
That's what it's there for, exactly.
I know it'll piss people off that aren't part of the community, who have no understanding of what challenges but they have. They'll automatically go, oh yeah.
And if they're fucking listening to this, you need to find someone else to listen to, because if you're not a part of this community and you're listening to this podcast, get a life. You need to find someone else to listen to.
Yeah.
We went out on the piss at the weekend, didn't we?
We did. Yeah. In other news,
nice.
yeah.
We need to do more of them.
We need to do more of that. Yeah. So we had an autism dad's piss up.
Well, it's actually, it was one of the lads' birthdays.
It's one of the dads that we know in the group whose birthday it was. So everybody descended on Shrewsbury, and we all went out on the lash.
It was good. It was nice to have a face to face. I think a lot of the lads we'd only seen at the Christmas thing we did. So we should do more of that. If anybody is interested in doing that,
if there are any dads out there who like,
if anyone just wants to go out and get shit faced, let us know.
Let us know. Yeah, absolutely, no pressure.
But, I loved it. It'd be really cool just to get as many people as wanted just all meet up.
All it was, it's like
descend on a Wetherspoons.
It's not a ticketed event, is it? It's just like, if you can make this.
That's kind of what I like about it. Is it's kind of just, if you just want to drop in and have a beer.
We're not talking there preaching about our kids or anything else like that.
When we're sitting on stage, we're literally just getting on some beers and having a laugh.
Having a laugh and just going from pub to pub.
Yeah.
It was good fun.
It was good.
Do it again.
Do it again.
So
very pissed.
If there are any dads out there that are interested in that sort of thing, then let us know. We'll do it again.
Yeah, definitely do it again. It was great. And I do think, like, for some, I don't know, some people want to go on stage and sit in an audience and that kind of stuff. I get a feeling blokes they would just much rather.
I think sometimes with the impression I got from the dads that came out was they just wanted an evening,
just a normal,
low that pressure. Word normal, to maybe feel normal.
Yeah.
And funnily enough, we had a message back from one of the dad's partners
Oh yeah, it was lovely.
Who said,
yeah.
"Thank you so much
Yeah.
for the podcast and him coming out because it's made a huge difference."
It's weird, right? It's weird because he's like a really good mate now.
He's a very, very good mate. Yeah,
and it's weird to
James.
Yeah, Jimbo, you fucking prick, winding me up all night, you wanker.
Yeah.
But
Ooh, 8 beers is my limit. Ooh.
Yeah, knob. Yeah, I love all those boys to death. Like they're brilliant. But yeah, it reminded me that we only know him because his partner found the podcast.
Yeah.
And signposted him to it.
Yeah, a typical kind of, as many dads out there would have been like,
but forget that.
I'm not interested in, I just want to look at anything on Instagram. I don't want to look at any reels about this bollocks and all that sort of shit. And then his better half, I think, just bullied him into, no, watch him, it's a couple of dads, you might learn something from this, or you might get something out of this. Next thing you know, we've been chatting for 8 months now. Yeah, 8 months, 9 months, and speak to him every day in part of the group and out on the lash. So yeah, really, really good. So if we can do more of that, but the speaking events, they've got a place. We've done them. We'll be doing more of them.
We're going to do some.
We've got some planned for the end of the year, and we'll be doing those sort of things. But this was just no pressure. Let's just go out.
Yeah.
Have a couple of beers. Laugh about Bristol losing.
We've got something coming up at the weekend, haven't we?
We have indeed. Something big.
Make sure I get the date right.
Big. Is it the 23rd?
23rd. Pretty sure. 23rd.
Yeah. If you're in Church Stretton.
If you're in Church Stretton.
In Shropshire. Or you fancy going to Church Stretton in Shropshire. Which is lovely, by the way.
What's the weather going to be like?
I hope it's dry. Otherwise, there's going to be a lot of wet dogs.
Yeah. Yeah. Because we are going to be...
Is it Country Fest?
It's Country Fest. We're going to be...
guests.
And we're going to be judging the dogs.
Yes, so which
we didn't know about.
No, we didn't know about that, but apparently we are judging the best in show dogs. So, if you are in Church Stretton and fancy coming along, it's called Country Fest.
Country Fest, 23rd, this Sunday. Probably going to be some cider kicking about, I'd imagine. No,
there's going to be a lot of cider kicking about. Some independent companies there with their goods are going to be there. There's going to be I think there's going to be a unicorn.
Dog show, hobby horse competitions, exotic animal encounters.
Yes, they're bringing all the exotic animals
Artisan shopping. So if anybody wants to come along. Say hello.
Have a cider.
Have a cider. And
bring your dog. We'll judge it.
And we'll judge it.
Judge your dog.
Shit dog.
Yeah. I've already said to you that I've got no experience, funnily enough, of judging dogs.
Yep.
So whichever dog looks like it would lose this sort of competition...
We'll win. Yeah, we are.
We'll be winning.
I have a lot of experience with dogs. I'm still going to vote the ugliest, worst dog.
The most misbehaved dog will get the prize.
Yeah, it's totally winning.
So if you've got a misbehaved dog, bring it along and you've got a chance of winning.
Who's particularly ugly.
Yes, particularly ugly.
Bring him along and win yourself a prize.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Get a rosette. So yeah, that should be fun.
Also, if anyone's got a studio that we can have, please let us know.
Yeah.
In Shrewsbury. Be
preferably
great.
in Shrewsbury.
You'd think, we're trying to find a studio. You think it'd be easy. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not. Right, thank you, mate.
Absolute pleasure.
Thank you, guys. We didn't do one last week, so it was good to catch up.
Yes.
And we'll see you on the next one.
See you later.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.